In my head, an angel in my bed. She said, real fine, do this line off my booty. And who am I to deny such a cutie? My face is numb, the taste is gasoline. Trying to walk, but my pace is run. Reconvene under some she says tangerine. Do some things that's obscene, freaky like Charlie Sheen. Doc just put me in the ring. Horny as when I was 16, but seasoned chickadee chow mein. I get her wet as submarines, then I'm heading under jeans among other things. I'm going down cause I'm solo, like that red cup, let's get turned up. Till the walls start to spin and then I upchuck the demons that's been haunting me, taunting me, wanting me, longingly. Finally start to shut up, but look where running's gotten me, naked and fucked up. Do I got free will, or did I just choose to pop the pill? If so, decisions got me ill. They got me so low, so low, so low, so low, so low, so low, so low. Oh no, so low, so low. Woke up with a migraine next to I don't even know her name. I need to wash my dick off, I'm a sicko, so I tiptoe out the shit slow. It's X word, you just living in it. Ain't ex-girl, but you stripping and shit. My mind is gone like my morals through the portals. Oral from these mere mortals keeps me from the quarrels. I've been talking to my mirror and I heard them reply. Said that I'ma make it soon and soon thereafter I'll die. Well, I've never been one to listen, but just in case, spit this shit like I'm tripping, fuck saving face. My face is melted off, grab a fit and belt it all. Did you dirty, but I don't recall. Guess I gave you dick and didn't call. That blackout doesn't count, bitch. Hit my line when you trying to mouth this. I'm so fucking low, so you better bring some ounces. On some if you know some hoes, bring them to the house shit. Try to say you understand, but I highly doubt it. Cause there's demons in my head, angels in my bed. Demons in my head, angels in my bed. And this shit has got me. Shit has got me. They got me so low, so low, so low, so low, so low, so low, so low. Oh no, so low, so low. So low, so low, so low, can't get a hold of my shoe.
We're now tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggingdaily.com. Broadcasting live right here, Northeast Los Angeles, LA HOTBOX Studios. Big up to Boxer. And as always, we got a special guest live in studio. And today is no exception. I'm gonna let this gentleman introduce himself. But who we got?
Yo, what's up, y'all? My name is Sav, short for Xsavotage. You see that on the screen. But yeah, man, that's me. What else you want to know?
We're gonna get into it right now.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to Digging Daily. Welcome to HOTBOX Studios. Welcome to This Is the Way Radio, brother.
Thanks, brother.
First track we just heard right now, Solo. Talk about that track real quick.
Yeah, man. So that track's a part of an album, and I've been doing music for like 6-7 years now. At one point during COVID, I met this girl, thought she was the love of my life, and fell in love, went through a bunch of financial hardships and stuff, ended up losing that relationship. And this basically, we have a breakup song before this one, but this one is the whole phase song that basically is just me, just got demons in my head, angels in my bed, just roughing it out there, you know what I'm saying?
Word up. Nice. For those that don't know, man, give us a little background. Who is Xsavotage?
Man, I'm a lot of things. I wear a lot of different hats. I was born in Alaska, been in California most of my life. Long Beach is my home. My music inspirations, everything that I do is, it's really a lot different than most people, I think. Like, my parents inspired me to be a hip hop artist. I was raised on Tupac and Nas and Biggie.
Really?
My dad's actually African American, and a lot of people don't know that. They're like, "Oh, this white boy, this white boy." I'm like, yeah. I mean, I was raised since a very young age by an African American dude and my mom really rejected white culture, so I ended up really taking on hip hop. I just always loved it. They had me freestyling since I could talk.
Really?
But I didn't start taking it seriously till about 6 years ago. And really, I just started performing a year ago, and that's been taking me a lot of places, and that's led me to starting these events because I didn't know how to book myself. So I was like, man, how the fuck do I do this?
Yeah.
Ended up just starting to host open mics and shit. I was performing on the boardwalk in Long Beach, Santa Monica, Venice, and I was like, yo, more and more people kept coming, and they're like, yo, we need this in Long Beach. So then that's how Open Mic LB was formed, and that's the open mic platform that
nice.
I run and operate with a lot of good musicians.
We'll get into that a little bit later on in the interview.
For
but
sure.
right now, we want to know about you, man. You said Tupac was one of your influences. Who else influenced you musically?
Biggie, I think for me personally is a bigger influence. Just I love his relaxed demeanor with his lyricism. I love the way he puts his bars together, his bar work. It's just very clean. He tells, like, Tupac is an anthem writer. Biggie really has the fucking lyricism and the storytelling, I think, in my opinion, a lot better. And I try to project, both in my music, depending on my feelings. But Biggie, man, it's definitely one of my main hip-hop inspirations.
Nice. For you as an artist, man, I know that we're hearing tracks today off of the Dark Side album, which is going to be dropping. Well, you're dropping it a little bit different. I'm going to let you explain how you're dropping it.
Yeah, so, with the algorithms, with, budget limitations as an artist at my level, it's best to drop things as singles. So I'm dropping the album one single at a time. Solo's actually coming out July 1st. And then after that, each month on the 1st, another song will come out all the way up until about May next year. But yeah, man. It's a little bit different, but you got to work with the times, you feel me? It's hard to really drop a 10, 20 song album and promote it. It takes a lot of money and a lot of know-how, and I'm always learning.
Yeah. So for this album, this Dark Side album, is this actually your first album, or do you have previous albums as well?
I have 2 previous albums out. One of them was really, like, I consider it my first real album. Man, I can't even think of the name of it right now, but
oh man,
that's just
that's your first real album.
No, it was called Mutation. Okay, Mutation was my first album. It was really just mixed and mastered the way I wanted to. I really took my time with it, and then I had a bunch of work that I had not released, and I just, as a younger artist, I was scared, it wasn't ready, whatever, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna put this album, call it 2 Steps Back, because it's 2 steps back from where I was in my music. And just because I had fans that were like, why didn't you release this song, X, Y, and Z? And so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to release it. No matter how it's mixed or mastered, it's just, it's a part of my phase of growth.
Nice. So for the Mutation album, that was your first album. What did you do differently on that album that made you feel comfortable with that album compared to what you're putting out right now with Dark Side?
Well, it was really the people in my corner, and just it was a growth for me as an artist. I grew to be more comfortable with what I was doing and to really trust myself in the studio. I also got to give a big shout out to Doc, Kerry Clisby. He used to run a studio on 6th and Pine, and he was my coach for a lot of my vocals, and like I call him a melodist. I'm like, man, he can play the piano, he does all these things, but like he would sit there and coach me in the booth and like really help me layer stuff and
nice.
Bring different dynamics to my music that really like made me see what I can do. He coached me on like some of my cadences, and like I've always like took what he said to heart. So like he was definitely a huge influence for that album. And then the stuff that's coming out, man, all these people that have been there, it's just like, yo, you learn a little bit from someone here, someone there, and now you got this beautiful music coming out.
Nice. What about production wise? Who you working with production wise as far as like instrumentals and stuff like that?
I have a few people I work with. Mainly his name's Mantra. We actually just have an internet relationship. And I'm currently looking for people I can work with, like in the studio. I'm in the process of writing a next album with like a tiny desk format, so that way I have all live instruments and we can rehearse as a band.
Nice.
And I'm really trying to bring that back to my hip hop, and I think a lot of us are moving into the digital, and like it's cool to have both, but I love raw instruments, and having that band backing is a feeling like no other.
What is it when I like going to shows and when there's like a band in the background and you have your MC in the front, it just makes that interview like, or I'm sorry, it makes that performance so much more like doper compared to just, you know, unless you have a really dope DJ that's like really interacting and you guys and they have like a set up routine, which is very rare.
Yeah, that is something that like, so I formed a collective with some of these other artists, and like we're trying to basically find people that, you know, have a good heart, good soul, and they play, you know, are diverse musicians, so we can collab and do concerts together and stuff like that. And like we are lacking a few components, but you know, it's all in good time. You know, to find the right people is, you know, it takes time.
When for your beat selection, what kind of beats are you drawn to, or what are you looking for when it comes to like what you're gonna lay down on your album?
Man, it really just depends, man, because I'm a very muse writer. Like, you know, I just get inspired and I can write a song in 30 minutes and I'm like, wow. Like, so I know obviously I'll do a little revision, but the 30 minutes is like, oh shit, the song's there. So once I have the lyrics, then I'm like, okay, I know the vibe of what this song I want. Like, let me search around and see through my piles. People are always sending me beats, so I'm just like, let me search through my piles, my archives, and see if there's something that's gonna fit well with this vibe.
Nice.
Or now I have some friends I can hit up like, hey, what you got for me? You know, here's the lyrics. You got anything that inspires you to do? But I personally look for raw instrumentation. I want to hear the drums. I want to hear the guitar. I want to hear a saxophone or a violin. You know what I'm saying? And so you'll see a lot of that, especially in my music that's coming out now and what will be coming in the future.
Nice. For the Two Steps Back album, I know you said it was like just a lot of stuff that you had that was out there. A lot of that stuff that you had when you put on that album, why was it just sitting there, in your opinion?
I just didn't feel like it was ready. I mean, in my opinion, still it's not ready. I wouldn't release it now and be like, this is me right now. It's just not a good representation of where I am. Like, there's some hot shit on there. I'm not gonna lie. There's some shit I still bump.
Nice.
But you know, not every song like has the writing. The writing wasn't there for me, or my delivery wasn't there for me. And some of the beats too, you know, it was a very early on in my recording career that I did most of those. So I was just like, I got to a point where I was like, I really don't care what people think. I just want you to listen if you want to listen, and if not, it's there.
Nice.
Either way, so.
Nice. Like the rays of the sun. It's just beaming.
It's
beaming.
You can hide inside if you want, but the shit, you know, is beautiful. Come on, check it out.
For the Dark Side album, what were some of the cadences that you brought to the studio when dropping this album?
As far as
what was the routine? What were things that you wanted to make sure you accomplished, or what was the standard for every track that you want when you went into record it?
Well, it's, you know, the recording, for one, I don't go into a studio and record unless I have my lyrics memorized. That's something I didn't do as a younger artist that I try to tell any hip hop artist, any singer, know your lyrics before you step in the studio. Do not waste your money. Do not waste their time not knowing your cadence and not being comfortable. So I rehearsed every song on the album for hours and hours until I was comfortable enough to do it at the studio with no phone in the room, nothing. And my cadence is, you know, I switch. If you listen to some of this shit, it's like every 2 bars, every 4 bars. You know, it just depends on how I'm writing it. But definitely the change as far as the quality is I'm coming into the booth ready, confident, and then, you know, having a comfortable partner you're working on the album with too is important. Like, my relationship with my engineer is the most important thing, because if I don't have that good relationship, it's gonna throw me off when I'm throwing down my bars. Like, and then they're gonna try to say some shit, I'm gonna get pissed off. I'm gonna be like, look, I'm gonna go somewhere else, brother. Like, you know, that relationship is so important. And people don't realize that shit. That's why I hate when a studio closes down, man. It breaks my fucking heart. I'm like, man, like, I've been giving you money, bro. What you spending it on, dog? Like,
damn. For the Dark Side album, I know you're dropping tracks monthly, and the full album should be dropped by February of next year. Are you gonna I know you physically have actual physical copies on you that you're selling. You have hard copies, and you also include some extra bonuses in there. You were saying, what other bonuses you have in there?
Yeah, so look, I threw the whole album on there, plus some songs that will be coming out. Like, so the shit that's coming out on there won't be coming out until actually, I think, April, all of it. But some of, like, I have a song that just was the first song I ever dropped as a single. It was, you know, it was really deep, tied to me. I love the imagery in it, and it did really well. It's the reason that I continue to be inspired to create music. That's on there. Just a lot of my other, like, really good tracks that I've released as singles over the years that I've never put on a CD before. I was like, man, if I can fit it, I'm gonna give it to y'all. There's no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hold out. I want y'all to see what I've created and how I've grown too. So, I mean, and it's a beautiful thing to be able to have that repertoire finally. You know, it took years to get here.
Nice. And then my next question is, after it's been dropped, all the tracks have been dropped, will you have it available digitally everywhere, or?
Yeah. You can buy it on Amazon. It'll be on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere that they stream music. You can put it on your Reels, you know, TikTok, whatever.
Nice. And then let me ask you this, man. How did you get the name Xsavotage?
That's always a great story. Well, I always say, like, the X is like a variable. I mean, a lot of my songs were also inspired by X's, you know what I'm saying? And like, just to be completely frank with you, I was thinking of a name, and I was like, yo, I'm Savage, and I just be like sabotaging shit, especially younger me, man. I fucking, just relationship-wise, I was self-sabotaging, I was ruining opportunities, and, you know, just burning bridges. And that's a lot of my music is written from that place, that dark side of me, and projecting that. So I was just like, I put the words together, made Sabotage, and I was like, yo, I want to own the internet. Like, I don't want to see, like, I want to type in Xsavotage on Google and that's the only thing you see for 3 pages, and that's what I got when I added the X. So really, it was a marketing thing at the end. Sabotage has this meaning, the X was marketing, so now I just be fucking around like, yo, the X is for my exes, the X is for, like, a variable, who knows, like.
Word up. And then let me ask you, if you could define your music, what would be the definition of the music you're putting out?
Fucking real, man. Like, the shit I'm putting out now is just real, like, true to me, true to my demons, true to the things that I've been through. Like, they're really inspired by my life. There's no fake shit. I'm not throwing money in the air and shit. I mean, I will if I got the money, I will. And I do make, in the past, I've made some songs just for the fuck of it, for fun, like, just to play with my artistry. But the shit I'm dropping now is real. It's about my story, and there's a lot of people, I think, that need that right now, is that real music. Like, I don't even listen to the radio. I don't know what the fuck they even have on there anymore.
Word up. We're gonna get into the next track right here. I want you to talk about it. It's titled Dark Side. Is that the full name of the track?
Yeah, it's actually called Junipero Street. That was the working title.
Okay.
It's called Junipero Street, and you want me to talk about it right now?
Yeah. Introduce it. Talk about it.
So yeah, man. So the album Dark Side, and, like, I haven't got into this quite yet, but I mean, the reason I started Open Mic LB was for my mental health, and right before I started performing, I had just been recovering from a suicide attempt, and where I had cut myself. I slit my throat, my wrist. I stabbed myself in the chest. Tried to stab myself in the heart. I was losing my mind. I hadn't been sleeping. I was going through it, man, just, like, really rough. You know, I've been through a lot in my life, so I had a lot of triggers going on. And I had, like, a mental breakdown and a distortion of reality, and that's exactly what the song is the intro to that distortion of reality. And it kind of just, it does it in a nice melodic way. It's going to show you my blues side. I definitely consider myself a blues singer and a hip-hop artist.
I walk down Junipero Street, cause I love to use my feet. Beautiful eyes glowing right at me. Cherry grins showing their bright teeth. Leaves are changing brown to green, and the grass grows crystalline. My jeans have grown on me. Patterns changing with the breeze. When I make it to the sand, feel the earth move as it spins. but I feel like I might fall off. I could die and be hauled off of the waves of tangerine. Strangers have spine tingling. Evil faces chasing me. Not one person saving me. What have I done to deserve this? Drowning in sweat that I'm so nervous. He plays this wicked melody. Show me the dark side of LSD. I crawl up Junipero Street, cause I cannot feel my feet. Blood red eyes glowing right at me. Eerie grin showing their sharp teeth. Flashing lights and sirens chasing me. Call my friends, what's been made of me? What have I done? Where do I run? Is everything okay? Their words decay. The crystalline turns to tar. Though my house is not that far, feel like I stumble for hours. Everything sweet tastes so sour. Everything fresh turned to rotten. What I got's all ill-gotten. And they're gonna get me and whoever's with me. I scream, the serpent bit me. And as many times he gets me, he plays this wicked melody. Show me the dark side of LSD. Yeah. I'm hauled down Junipero Street, cause I cannot use my feet. Blood dripping all the way down. He laughs cause he's got me now.
You are now tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.DIGGINDAILY.com. Broadcasting live from Northeast Los Angeles, LA HOTBOX Studios. We just heard Dark Side. Xsavotage in studio.
What's up?
Definitely like a different from that track from the first track.
Oh yeah, man. The diversity's in this album for sure.
I like how you had you said your blues side came in that and it really did. You heard the music and the melodies with it. It was a dope track. I liked it.
Thank you.
Really dope track. We're gonna get into because not only you're an artist, but you're actually a promoter as well. And you did mention that you got into that side of the business because you had a hard time booking shows. Talk about that.
Man, well, for one, you may not see it on me now, and I'm working on it still, but I am one shy motherfucker. I swear to God. Just, after all the mental health shit, I hid in my house for like a year. So, like, coming out and, like, performing and stuff was, like, my way to, like, deal with that and stop being a recluse. And I've come a long way in the last year. But basically, I started with the speaker and I'd go to different beaches and like it was just my way to like, figure this out. I was like, I don't know where to start promoting. So I was like, shit, I got a JBL speaker and a microphone. I was like, I'm gonna just go to the beach. And that happened for a while. I was doing that and then I was like, man, I need to upgrade my equipment. I was like, I want people to really hear me. I was like, this shit ain't doing me justice. So I went to fucking Guitar Center and I was like, man, this is what I want. I want to be able to 100 people, 200 people to be able to hear me. I need a good microphone. Like, what can I get? And I fucking got that shit. And I did my first like real open mic at Cherry Park over there on Cherry and Broadway in Long Beach, man.
Nice.
And like just like it drove this because people were coming up from the works and like just hopping on the mic. Like I don't even think I called it an open mic that first one. I was just like, yo, like people come out, I didn't even know what the fuck it was. So anyway, so fast forward a little bit more and I got locked in with this venue and I started I partnered with a nonprofit that helps kids that are in the foster care system.
Nice.
And like, I'm all about the kids, man. So I definitely was helping promote them. I still do. I put them, every flyer I have, you'll see OGC, ourgenerationcares.org. Check them out, man. Support the kids. And so, yeah, I partnered with them and I was at Cocoa Beach throwing these fucking things. And more people kept coming and like just the love you get, because these artists need a platform, like especially after COVID, and I finally started doing something for other people instead of for myself. And you know, initially it was like, hey, I just want to get on stage, I want to perform, I want to get better. But then it's like I still do that now, but I get to help so many other people do the same thing.
That's dope.
And we don't really charge, man. I try to keep the cost down as much as possible. Like everything does cost money, so like, you know, $5 here, $10 here. We run it all on donations. Like most of the shows, unless we were paying, like, you know, like we have the festival coming up. Obviously, there's a lot more costs associated with the festival than an open mic, and I even that, I'm trying to keep the costs down for everyone, because like, look, all artists at different levels. Some of us are doctors, some of us are lawyers, but some of us are sleeping in our cars.
Yeah.
And like, there doesn't matter your talent, you know, your money doesn't buy talent. You know what I'm saying? So you could be the brokest motherfucker and have the most talent, and I want to meet you so I can put you on my stage, give you a platform, and eventually be paying you. And I tell everyone, yo, rock with me for the next 3 years, and these will be paid gigs. Like, grow with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm an artist first. I'm doing this for the artist. This isn't pay to play. I'm not playing any of those shady promoter games. Like, yo, I do this for me and my family of artists that is continuing to grow. So
nice. How many artists are you working with right now currently?
So I have a network of about 100 artists
nice.
that I can reach out to book, and that's just growing every day. And then as far as like for this festival, I was able to book 40 artists in 2 hours.
Nice.
And you know, I feel like I built that respect and trust from the artists, and they feel comfortable. And like, I kind of just weed people out too. Like, if you're bringing hate and negativity, like, just don't bring that, bro. Like, I won't support you. I won't repost you. I really won't even shake your hand. Like,
yeah.
It's all about the love, man. Like, and we all have shit that we're healing from. And like, you know, my message is different than other people, but other people got beautiful messages that need to be heard. And like, you know, I obviously represent for mental health, but I was also raised biculturally, triculturally, and I saw racism and stuff. So I definitely have always have some, you know, making sure there's no racism, there's no inequality going on. Like, this is for the people. We represent the LGBTQ plus community. You know, everyone that we can. It's just everyone. It's all inclusive. There's nothing more than that, man. We don't see that shit.
Nice. And then, so you said your festival. The festival is July 1st. Talk about the festival, brother.
Man, so crazy story. So I told you about the mental health stuff that I went through and everything that happened. So as I started this, I was like, man, I would love to book a headliner to bring more attention. And Reverie had been playing somewhere downtown in Long Beach, and I had seen her. And I was like, man, and she represents mental health too. And I was like, dude, if I could book her one day, if I could fucking book her, like, I'm going to do it. And I just reached out to her camp, and like, eventually I got a response. And I was just like, because I didn't know if I was going to do the festival. And it was this like, okay, I was waiting for the okay from the venue, but also her to be at the same time. Because I'm like, I'm not doing this without Reverie. Like, I got a lot of talent, but like, I needed that security of like, Reverie has a name for herself that extends past mine and a lot of the people I know, and like, I would like to reach more of the community also. So it's like, I definitely needed someone to bring more attention. So she got booked, and then like, as soon as she booked and we freaking linked in with the venue, I was like, oh man, I was like, we good. I was like, let's start running in, man. So we're doing everything, man. Like, I have so many different hats on right now. I'm doing graphic design, to promotion, to performing, and to doing all the different booking. Shout out C Sticks, one of our sponsors. He helped me book the security team and the bar team. He's a huge supporter, great dude. Another small business owner, just doing his thing. He's been definitely rocking with us for a long time. But yeah, man. So after that, it was like, okay, who's rocking with me? Who's been rocking with me? Who have we met? Let me look at this network. So I got to look at my network, and I'm like, okay, look, you've been support, like, you know, Open Mic LP. The platform didn't grow by just me. It grew with all these people performing. It grew with everyone showing up, paying their $5 or paying the $10, and really just, you know, becoming a family. And it's like, it's not about the money. It's not about the money for me. I'm okay. Like, I'm gonna survive regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I started just reaching out, and like, the feedback from everyone was just like so exciting. It was like, man, everyone was like, yeah, I'm down. Now we got people pitching in. We have a music collective that's formed around this.
Nice.
And we're just making songs together. Like, I'm talking beautiful music, man. And I'm like, with my music right now, I'm able to talk about the crazy shit. So it's like, it's a beautiful mix of things that is all happening for the community of Long Beach right now. And it,
nice.
You know, and it extends out further than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Where's the festival going to be at?
So it's on 3rd and Long Beach Boulevard at a venue called Gray LB. It's 237 Long Beach Boulevard, I believe.
Word.
But yeah, it's a cool venue, man. It's indoor, outdoor. There's a outdoor stage. We'll have a mixed genre. So we have 3 bands headlining, but we also have like some other bands that aren't just necessarily the headliners, but so much talent. Like I wish. I mean, fuck, we could probably, like, you know, in 5 years we'll be able to sell these tickets for a lot more, but everyone's gonna get a hell of a show for $20.
Nice.
I swear, man, I'm telling people, I'm like, man, do not miss this. This is gonna be such a one-of-a-kind event. The mixed genre stage is just packed with amazing musicians, and then we have the same thing. We have a full hip-hop stage where Reverie will be headlining, and it's just like back to back to back amazing people true to hip-hop that are telling their story and trying to make a difference, no matter what that story is. I mean, you get to make you know, yourself, and if your music's true to you, you're projecting yourself, then those stories come through, and it's like, yeah, we need that. You know, there's a lot of people that needed to hear that shit today. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Music speaks to people in different ways.
Man, and it speaks to different people. Like, not everyone can jam with country. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I tell people my songs, it's an acquired taste, man. It really is. But if you respect hip hop, I think I get a lot of respect as far as like hip hop heads.
Nice. For artists, I know for the festival, you're probably pretty booked up. But for artists that want to be a part of the open mic LB, how would they go about, you know,
working
with you?
Yeah, so CCE is my booking and like event company. I handle the logistics. The bigger events will be basically ran through that's a major contributor to all the events. But Open Mic LB is a more organic platform, but that's how we like to find our artists for these things, for sure. That's how we built everything we're doing now. So, I mean, just following Open Mic LB on Instagram is the best way. I keep everything up to date. We post almost daily. There's always good people to follow. If you come to our events, we actually post you on there and give you, people a way to find you. I say, if you come to my events for at least a month, man, by the end we'll have 50 mutual friends at least. But also, a more exciting thing than that, like, come rock with us. We're on the beach performing. We're at different venues, tap in. But if you're just watching this and you're like, man, I really want to go to that festival, well, come to the festival and you want to perform, there's an open mic ticket there. I think there's like 5 left. So.
Nice.
But it's only $5 more than a regular ticket. We're staying true to our roots, and we wanted to just include an hour of open mic just because that's where we all met each other. So
nice. Let me ask you this: for the event on the 1st, people can actually get the information at the Instagram at Open Mic LBC as well?
Yes, so all the flyers are posted, and then every single post that I post now, in the description, you'll have all the artists that are performing. You can click and check them out specifically. It'll have all the information as far as location, times, and then ticket links in my bio, and it should be in every single artist bio.
Nice.
Watching you guys.
And then for you musically, man, my next question is gonna be, what are your goals music-wise? What are you looking to accomplish musically?
I have a modest performance goal. I want to perform in front of 10,000 people. I'm up to, I think, 400 right now.
Nice.
I would like to perform in front of 10,000 people, but also, I'd like to create some generational income with my music. That music's gonna be around forever, and like this, have my streams at my monthly listeners at a certain point. I don't know what that is for me yet, but yeah. I mean, as far as what are my goals number-wise, that would be it. My goals as far as like in general, like I want to be true to myself and really touch people, and really. They can hear it and be like, yo, this is raw, or like vibe with it, or save someone's life, save someone's day, give you something to jam to,
Nice. And then for the Civil Circus Entertainment, our Open Mic LBC, what's the goal for that?
So Open Mic LB, I never want to be more than it is, other than just more well-known. I think we're going to just ingrain in the culture of Long Beach. I really don't want to take it out of Long Beach unless we, I'm trying to keep that local.
Yeah.
Maybe expand a little bit to LA, but nothing crazy. Keep it really close-knit. But, and find our artists from there. Have CCE grow to where, these artists have a place not only to rehearse and practice, but also we can try to find them paid gigs.
Nice.
And my long-term plan is to create an application for this. Like, after the network grows to a certain point, I would like an application where it would take the middleman out, and you have the independent artists, you know, have their profile, and same with promoters and stuff like that. But I don't want to take too much, you know, shit, it might pop up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tell you too much. Maybe
Yeah.
bleep that part out, brother. That's some gold. That's my retirement right there.
Word up, word up. And then as you're lighting your cigarette here, we're gonna talk about this last track. We're gonna play right here, Powder. Talk about that.
Yeah, so this is Powder Room, man. So like I told you about the suicide attempt and everything. I was actually in my bathtub, and it talks about basically when I was laying there, I felt like I went to hell, and like, you know, in the end, it's like it says I like basically made a deal to come back. I mean, I don't think that's actually the case. You know, at this point in my life, I'm just trying to be a light. I don't like, you know, but the song, when I first wrote it, like I was really just in a dark place after it, and I was like, man, I think I went to hell and came back. Like, did I make a deal? Like, I should have died that day. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
So this is that story. Very detailed. It's a masterpiece, man. It's like one of those things you definitely need an introduction for, though.
Nice. Want to say thank you for being here, brother. I'm glad you're here.
No, thank you, man. Shout out Digging Daily, man. This is
just in general, brother. Thank God you're still here, man.
Yeah,
thank God you're still here.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks,
you know
man. I think I needed to be here, man. I didn't realize my purpose before, and now I found my purpose. And like, it's not just like that message, but you know, giving other people a platform for their messages. And you know, I've never been happier, man. Like my friends are all good people that surround me and shit. You know, like I have people supporting me that know my illness. They know like when I'm down, like just come check on me. You feel me? Like you need that. You need to build that family. And I didn't realize the importance of community. And so that's what we do, man. That's what this is.
Word up. Make sure you guys check them out. Open mic LBC. July 1st is going to be the festival. Reveries headlining with a lot of other artists. 2 stages. They're going to have bands, a hip-hop stage.
Rain Stern is headlining the outdoor stage.
Nice. Make sure you guys check that out. Tickets available through a website or?
It's in my bio link on Open Mic LB, but it's on Eventbrite. Cool.
Make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you guys support. After that event, make sure you guys check out his Open Mic, Long Beach. You know, it's a non-profit event supporting artists, giving them a platform. So make sure you guys support that as well. Artists, if you're interested, make sure you reach out to them at Open Mic LBC on Instagram.
Just LB, brother. No C.
Oh, my bad, LB. My bad. Open Mic LB on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
And then what's your Instagram for cats that want to check you out and know more about your music?
Yeah, man. So you'll see me and all the other artists on that page. But individually, I'm Xsavotage on everything. So I call me Sav. It's SAVOTAGE on everything.
Word up, word up. And then make sure you guys check out the Dark Side album. He does have physical copies, and you'll get a lot more.
Yeah,
if you
$20,
get that physical.
man. It's a bonus too. I'll get all kinds of bonus tracks on here, and this shit won't even be out until next year. So I was like, yo, get your shit. I'll sign it too.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And then make sure you guys copy next year when it drops. It will be available everywhere digitally. So make sure you guys check it out. Want to say thank you very much for coming through, brother. Appreciate you taking the time to come out.
Thank you. This LA traffic, man. I'm glad this is a good interview, man. I appreciate you, man. This is a cool space, so I appreciate you giving us another platform.
Nah, no doubt, brother. No doubt. That's what we're here for. You have been tuned into the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggindaily.com. This is The Way Radio, brought to you by Digging Daily, LA HOTBOX Studios. Big up to Boxer. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube. Subscribe, add us, all that good shit. Follow us on Instagram at Diggin' Daily. With that, we are going to get to this last track, Powder, off of the Dark Side album. Dropping next year. Available everywhere next year digitally. Right now, you can cop physicals. Make sure you guys reach out to Xsavotage. With that being said, we are the freshest. We are the dopest. We are the one and only. www.diggindaily.com.
Yeah.
Twitches in this powder room. Bloody knife glistens on the counter gloom. My life glimpses I encountered don't regret Dickens, so I'm going way too soon. The light twitches in this powder room. Bloody knife glistens on the counter gloom. My life glimpses I encountered don't regret Dickens, I'm going way too soon. No, don't take me. I hear my demons screaming like they love and hate me. My body's in pain like they drugged and raped me. Feeling like the Matrix, they unplugged and wake me. I know I slit my wrist, cut my throat and my chest, but I come to in a place where it's as dark as it gets. I'm in a hallway and I can't see the end. Only door after door, not a curve or a bend. The stench is fucking foul, reminisce of rotting flesh, and it's human as hell. Nothing like in the West. I hear babies crying, I hear my family too, saying why would you do this? You know that we loved you. I'm sobbing fiercely, but my tears evaporate. Wondering what the fuck has been made of my fate. I run down the hall searching for an exit sign. Start opening doors that really open my eyes. Each one contains a dark piece of my past. Ones I've been hiding with the drugs living fast. Every heart that I broke, every baby aborted, every scar was given, every line that I snorted. I open every door, but find no exit. Just on my pen repeated with no liquor to cleanse it. I'm thirsty, stomach hungry as it's ever been. I'm withering away as I pay for my sins. The light twitches in this powder room. Bloody knife glistens on the counter gloom. My life glimpses I encountered don't regret Dickens, I'm going way too soon. The light twitches in this powder room. Bloody knife glistens on the counter gloom. My life glimpses I encountered don't regret Dickens, I'm going way too soon. I can't sit down, the ground blisters my skin. I can only run door to door taking it in. Feels like it's been years, but time ain't intact. Every moment feeling more like a panic attack. I scream and I beg for someone to help. I'd do anything to be alive with my health. As the last word slipped off the tip of my tongue, a dark figure appeared with a contract written in blood. He tells me cut my wrist with a dagger to sign. Ooze all the blood right on top of the line. I ask what this means, he says you can go home. One task complete, then you worship my throne. When you get back, you're gonna recover. Work hard on the music, you'll be dope as the others. You'll have everything that you ever hoped for. Any bitch that you choose, money still on the floor. A neck full of jewels, a crew full of fools, a golden lace pool with an ocean case view. Spread your message, break hearts, do drugs. It's what you're good at, live a life that you love. I couldn't take one more second of pain, so I slid a dagger once it get through my vein. Next I woke up on an ambulance stretcher, being bandaged by a man who says I'll get better.